Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Evening. Children, we finished this one, right?
Yes, ma'am. This one completed.
Yeah, okay, fine. So this is the next question. Any homework to be discussed?
No, ma'am. You told only to complete the 14th question.
All right, okay, fine. So this question, please write down this question, children. As you write, understand the information given. Please take down this question. Done, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so the distance between the sun and the earth, the distance between the sun and the earth is given to us. And the distance between the earth and the moon, the distance between the earth and the moon is given. Now, during solar eclipse, the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. During solar eclipse, the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. At that time, what is the distance between the moon and the sun? So we need to draw a diagram incorporating this information. So see here. So at the time of the solar eclipse, the moon comes between the sun and the earth. All right. So you can see the picture below. At the time of the solar eclipse, the moon comes between the sun and the earth, between the sun and the earth. What's the distance between the sun and the earth? What is the distance between the sun and the earth? So see here, sun, earth. What's the distance given? I've marked it here. The distance between the sun and the earth I've marked here. 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 meters. And the distance between the earth and the moon, the distance between the earth and the moon. So this is the distance between the earth and the moon. This is the distance between the earth and the moon. You can see here. You need to find the distance between the moon and the sun. You need to find this distance. You need to find the distance between the moon and the sun. This distance. See, first of all, we need to draw a diagram incorporating the information given. So see here, solar eclipse, the moon is in between the earth and the sun. The distance between the sun and earth. Where is the sun? Here is the sun. Where is the earth? Here is the earth. Okay, the distance between the sun and the earth I've marked here. And next is the distance between the Earth and the Moon. The Earth and the Moon. So here you can see I've marked the distance between the Earth and the Moon. I've marked here. Now we need to find the distance between the Moon and the Sun. So Moon and the Sun, we need to find this distance. We need to find the distance between the Moon and the Sun. So now supposing this distance is 10 meters and this distance is 3 meters. What will be the distance from here to here?
10 minus 3.
10 minus 3 is 7 meters. Because 3 plus 7 is 10 and that is the total distance. The total distance is 10. I'll tell you again. So now supposing this total distance, I'll use a different value. Supposing this total distance is say 20 meters. And the distance between these two objects, say, is 8 meters. Then what is the distance between these two objects? It will be 20 minus 8, 12 meters.
12.
Yeah, 20 minus 8, 12 meters. So in the same way, to find the distance between the Moon and the Sun, to find the distance between the Moon and the Sun, we need to subtract this value. We need to subtract this value and this value. We need to find the difference. We need to find the difference between this value and this value. So like we did 20 minus 8 and got 12. In the same way, the difference between this value and this value will give us the distance between the Sun and the Moon. So that's what you see here. Distance between the Moon and the Sun, or Sun and the Moon, is 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 minus 3.84 into 10 to the power 8. Now we know how to find the difference, children. We know how to find the difference. Please look at the screen. So we have 10 raised to the power 8. How many of you are there in the class? I was waiting for you all to join. So today, see, Nandana is not there. And who's the other one? Harshita. Right. All right, children. So 10 is raised to the power 11. 10 is raised to the power 8. So we need to write 11 as 8 plus 3. We need to write 11. We need to write 11 as 8 plus 3. So you can include this step in the middle. You can include this step in the middle. We have 10 raised to the power 11, 10 raised to the power 8. So we're going to write 11 as 8 plus 3. So it will be, you can have a step in between. So it is 1.496 into 10 to the power 8 plus 3. 11 is written as 8 plus 3 minus 3.84 into 10 to the power 8. This can be the second step. Then the next step, 10 to the power 8 plus 3 is written as 10 to the power 8 into 10 to the power 3. I've explained this in a few sums earlier. 10 to the power 8 plus 3, the earlier step, 10 to the power 8 plus 3. The earlier step will be 10 to the power 8 into 10 to the power 3. Bases are same, 10, 10. It's multiplication. So we add the powers, 8 plus 3. So we write the previous step. So if it is 10 to the power 8 plus 3, it should have been 10 to the power 8 into 10 to the power 3. So that's what you see here. Minus 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 as it is. As it is. Now what's common? 10 power 8 is common. Don't cancel it out. Don't cancel. I'm just showing you 10 power 8 is common. So you bring it out. 10 power 8 common. Bring it out. So 10 power 8 into the remaining, terms in the first bracket, 1.496 into 10 to the power 3. 10 power 8 is common. It's outside. So you inside the bracket, the first part will be 1.496 into 10 to the power 3 minus 10 power 8 is common outside. So 3.84, 3.84, 3.84. Now we need to multiply. We need to multiply. Now we need to multiply 1.496 and 10 cubed. 10 cubed is 1000. So 1.496 into 1000. 1.496 into 1000 is 1496. Correct? The product. It'll be 1496 followed by 3 zeros. And then after the decimal point, there are 3 digits. So you need to place the decimal point here. So which gives us 1496. So the product is 1496 minus 3.84. Now find the difference between these two numbers. Find the difference between these two numbers. 1496.00 and 3.84. This is how you place the numbers. And you should find the difference like this. 1496.00 minus 3.84 like this. And then subtract. So this is going to become 5. This is 10. 10 becomes 9 and 10. 6, 1.2941. 1492.16. So that's what you see here in the step. 10 power 8 into 1492.16. Now, this is what it is. The step can be written as 1492.16 into 10 to the power 8. That's what it is here. That's what it is here. So it's nothing but 1492.16 into 10 to the power 8. Now you just need to put it in the standard form. Leave the answer in the standard form. So for which you need to write this number in the standard form. Don't disturb 10 to the power 8. Don't disturb 10 to the power 8. Write this number in the standard form. 1492.16 in the standard form. So 1, 2, 3. The decimal point moves here. 1.49216. I'll do it again. You need to make it. You need to bring a number which can be 1 or anything more than 1 but less than 10. So it's 1492.16. So the decimal point which is here should be moved to the left by 3 places. 1, 2, 3. When it comes here, the value is 1.49216, which is clearly more than 1 but less than 10. Now you have reduced the value of the number. You have reduced, it was 1492 and now it's just 1.49216. You have reduced the value of the number, so raise 10 to a positive power. And since you have shifted the decimal point by 3 places, 10 will be raised to a positive 3. You have reduced the value of the number. The number was 1492 and you made it 1 point something. Just see the whole number part. Just see the whole number part. 1492 has become 1. Clearly, you've reduced the value of the number. So raise 10 to a positive power. If you increase the value of the number, raise 10 to a negative power. So this we have understood when we learned how to express a number in the scientific notation. So this is the number in the usual form. This is how it's written in the scientific notation. 1.49216 into 10 to the power 3. And now base are same on its multiplication. So we add the powers 3 plus 8. We add the powers. So the final answer 1.49216 into 10 to the power 11 meters. Children, see the material, there is an order. I've selected the questions very carefully. First, I introduced. First, we learned how to write a number which is in the usual form in the scientific notation. And then if it is given in the scientific notation, how to put it back in the usual form. We learned that first. After that, we learned how to add and subtract expressions like this. How to add. See, one was addition, the other one was subtraction. So we learned how to add and subtract expressions like this. Now the same thing as a word problem. Where you have to add here to find the total mass. This was the first question where you have to add to find the total mass. Here we have to find the difference. To find the distance between the moon and the sun, we have to find the difference. So the same thing in a word problem. This step, take a screenshot, children. This step, you can just have the step 1.496 into 10 to the power 8 plus 3 minus 3.84 into 10 to the power 8. We can just have this as the second step.
Ma'am, I solved this without seeing the screen and I got it correct, ma'am.
Very good.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, I have done correctly up to that 10 power 8 bracket 14 1496 minus 3.84. Up to that I have done correctly, ma'am, without seeing the.
Okay. What about Mritika? You're still to work, Mritika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll wait, Mritika, because you also missed many classes, so I don't want you to take a screenshot. Write on, Mritika. I'll wait for you. Please write down. You've written the question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please take down the answer, Mritika. I'll wait for you. Tell me once you're done.
Sure.
Yeah. Bhavishya, yes, you said you were right till the fourth step. Okay, then after that, do you have any questions? Any doubt?
Ma'am, I have done the mistake in like that this step, ma'am. 1492.16 into 10 power 8 like that, ma'am.
Okay, what I understand from you is that you have got it till here. You did not know, meaning you didn't complete with these steps, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all. And this is right, but the thing is this number, meaning the entire answer, the answer should be in the scientific notation. So we put this number in the scientific form and simplify further.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Don't disturb 10 to the power 8. Write this number in the scientific notation. So that will produce another 10 raised to some power. Simplify these two.
Okay, ma'am.
Done, Ritika?
Ma'am, a minute. Done, ma'am.
All right. The size of a red blood cell is 0.000007 meters, and that of a plant cell is 0. 0.0001275 meters. Show that a red blood cell is half of plant cell in size. So you must show that the size of a red blood cell is half the size of a plant cell. So like this you have to prove. This is what you have to prove. You'll have to prove that the size of a red blood cell is equal to half the size of a plant cell. That means you must get size of I'll just write RBC by size of plant cell is equal to 1/2. See, this is what you need to work. This is what you need to work. When you cross multiply, see, this is the result you need to get. Meaning you need to prove this. Size, see, whatever is given here, I've written it as an equation, whatever is here. Show that the size of a red blood cell. So see here, size of a red blood cell is means equal to half of plant cell in size. So half the size of a plant cell. You must show that the size of a red blood cell is means equal to half the size of a plant cell, meaning half into size of a plant cell. So now this one, I've brought it down for division to the other side. See, like if you have A is equal to half B, if you have A is equal to half B, you can write A by B is equal to half. A by B is equal to half. That is, B goes to the other side for division. B, see, A is equal to half B. So this B, when you transpose, it comes for division on the other side. A by B is equal to 1/2. A by B is equal to 1/2. So what we are going to do is we are going to find this ratio. We are going to find size of RBC by size of PC. We are going to work this. We are going to work this one. We are going to work size of RBC by size of PC, and we should get the answer as half. When we work this, you must get half. See, we are going to work like this. We are going to work size of RBC by size of PC, plant cell. We're going to find this ratio. What's the size of RBC? 0.000007. And the other one is 0.00001275. Okay. So we need to work this and show that this value is half. That is, we'll have to show that size of RBC by size of PC. When you work it, you must show that it's equal to half. So when you cross multiply, you get size of RBC is equal to, when you cross multiply, is equal to half into size of PC. That's what you had to prove. Half into size of PC. Okay, so we'll see that here. So as I told you, I explained why we are going to find the ratio. We have to find the ratio. It's not addition or subtraction here. You'll have to find the ratio. Size of RBC by size of PC. You must get that this is equal to half. You must get size of RBC by size of PC is equal to half. Then when you cross multiply, like supposing you get A by B is equal to 1/2. When you cross multiply, you will get A is equal to half into B. That means A is equal to half of B. A is equal to half of B. Yes or no? A is equal to half of B, which means if you use the word size of A is half the size of B. That's what we have to prove. Okay. Which is why we work size of RBC by size of PC. So size of RBC is here. The size of RBC is here. This one divided by size of PC is here. So here, the first step is to write both the numbers in the scientific notation. The first step is to write both the numbers in the scientific notation. So how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should move 6 places. Only then it becomes 7. The number becomes 7. See here, 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The decimal point moves here. And it becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and it comes here. The decimal point comes here, which means it's only 7. Which means it's only 7. And the number was 0 point. The whole number part was 0, and now it becomes 7. You've increased the value of the number. You've increased the value of the number. So raise 10 to a negative power. When you increase the value of the number, raise 10 to a negative power. 0 point, the number was 0 point something. You've increased its value to 7. So when you increase it, give the opposite effect. Raise 10 to a negative power. So since you've moved the decimal point by 6 places, 10 will be raised to a negative 6. Yeah, somebody explain the denominator. How do you get this one?
Shall I say?
Yes, Swati?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the power, I mean, the base 10 and 10 is same, ma'am, and the operation is division.
No. How do we? No. 1 minute. How do we get this one? Explain the scientific form.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, a scientific notation, it should be greater than 1 and less than 10, ma'am. So we need to move the decimal places exactly near to 1, ma'am. So the number of places
like this, right? 1, 2,
yes, ma'am.
3, 4, 5 places it moves. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It moves 5 places and the value increases, ma'am. So when the value increases, the power should be negative, ma'am. So it's 10 to the power minus 5, ma'am.
And it's 5 because we've moved the decimal point by 5 places.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then the next step. Explain the next step.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, and the next step is as the bases are the same and the operation is division, the law states that we need to subtract the powers, ma'am. So we are subtracting here, ma'am, like 7 into 10 minus 6 minus of minus 5, ma'am, and then divided by 1.275.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll allow you to continue. 1 second. So write 7 as it is. Write 7 in the numerator as it is. Write 1.275 in the denominator as it is. Now these two bases are same and it's division. So we subtract the powers. Bases are same and it's division. So we subtract the powers. So you can see 7 here. You can see 1.275 here. 10. Write the powers minus 6 and minus 5. Write the powers minus 6 and minus 5 and place the sign in the middle, subtraction, because when it's division we need to subtract the powers. So the first power is minus 6, the second one is minus 5. Put them in brackets and you need to subtract the powers. Yes, continue, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. And minus into minus is plus, ma'am. So it will be changed to addition, ma'am. So 7 into 10 minus 6 plus 5, ma'am. So we need to subtract, ma'am. So minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1, ma'am. So 7 into 10 raised to the power minus 1 divided by 1275, ma'am.
Correct. Till here is fine. Then this step.
Ma'am, this step I am also having a doubt, ma'am.
Okay. So 10 is raised to the power minus 1. 10 is raised to the power minus 1. How do you make the power positive? Reciprocal of the base, 1 by 10. Negative of the power, 1. So 10 to the power minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 10. 1 by 10 meaning it comes to the denominator. It's like 7 by 1.275. 1 minute, let me write it like this for you. So this is nothing but 7 by 1.275 into 10 to the power minus 1. Now what is 10 to the power minus 1? Reciprocal of the base. 10 by 1, 1 by 10. Negative of the power, 1. So this is nothing but 1 by 10. So this is nothing but 7 by 1.275 into 1 by 10. Into 1 by 10. That's what I've written here. The 10 comes to the denominator. You understand? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't have to show so many steps. When the power is negative, if you want to make it positive, just change the position. From the numerator, bring it down to the denominator. The power will become, meaning you have to write the negative of the power. If it's -1, it will become +1. If it's +1, it will become -1. From the numerator, if you bring something down to the denominator, or from the denominator, if you take something up to the numerator, write the negative of the power. Write the negative of the power. So 10 to the power -1. You're shifting its position. You're bringing it down to the denominator. So write the negative of -1, which is +1. So that's how you should understand this. Don't show so many steps in the middle. The power of 10 is negative. You want to make it positive. So where is it? It is in the numerator. Bring it down to the denominator. So it will become 10 to the power +1, which is nothing but 10. And now 1.275 into 10 is 12.75. Regular multiplication. 1.275 into 10. How do you multiply? 12750. When you multiply, you get 12750 and decimal point. After the decimal point, 3 places. So here, so 12.75. 12.75. 12.75. That's what you see here. That's nothing but 7 by 12.75. Now we need to get 1 by 2. So we are working towards that. We know we have to get 1 by 2. So we are working towards that. Now what to do next? We are trying to shift the decimal point. We're trying to shift the decimal point. So now this is 7 by 12.75. When you multiply the numerator and denominator by 100, you can shift this decimal point. This one will become 1275. It's 12.75. How do you get rid of the decimal point? You need to multiply by 100. Then it will become 1275. So in order to get rid of the decimal point, we are multiplying the numerator and denominator by 100. It's 7 by 12.75. I don't want this decimal point. So multiply the numerator and denominator by 100. By 100. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 100. So it becomes 700 by 1275. Do we understand why we multiply the numerator and denominator by 100, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. In order to shift the decimal point, in order to move this decimal point, we want to make 12.75 1275. See, we want to get 1 by 2. So for that, we should get something like 500 by 1000 so that it becomes 1 by 2, or something like 7 by 14. So it becomes 1 by 2, or something like 9 by 18 so that it becomes 1 by 2. Okay, so we are working towards that. So we're trying to get rid of the decimal point. So we multiply the numerator and denominator by 100. So 7 into 100 is 700 and 12.75 into 100 is 1275. So we got 700 by 1275. Now reduce it. I think first in the tables of 7. So let's do it here. 700 by 1275. So 7 how many times? Let's see if this is divisible by 7 first. So 7 ones are 7. 5 is a remainder. 7 8s are 56. It's not divisible, right? You do the simplification, children.
Ma'am, 1275 is not divisible by 7, ma'am.
Okay, we'll do in the tables of 2 first. Not 2, 5. 5 will do. So 5 how many times? 5 2s are 10. 2 remains. 5 5s are 25. 2 remains. 5. Correct? And the numerator
Yes,
in the tables of 5. 5 ones are 5. 2 remains. 5 4s are 20. 0. Now again it's divisible by 5. So 5 2s are 10. 8s are. And this one again by 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 1s are. So like that we get 28 by 51. Like that we get 28 by 51. So simplifying. First reduce by 5 tables, you get something. Again reduce by 5, the tables of 5, you get 28 by 51. Now you have to approximate it. You have to approximate it. Now how suddenly I've written 28 by, because this is enough. You don't have to, you might not exactly get 1 by 2. You might not get exactly 1 by 2. So now this 28 by 51, how do you look at 28 by 51? 28 is somewhat close to 25, right? And 51
Yes,
is
ma'am.
close to 50, which is 1 by
Yes,
2,
ma'am.
which is 1 by 2. So we are taking an approximate value here. That's how you finish the answer. You're just taking an approximate value. You don't have to write 0.5. See, when I use the calculator, I'm using the calculator. Let me try 28 divided by 51, okay? It says 0.549. 549, 0.5, that's important. When you actually do the division, 28 divided by 51, when you do this, children, I've used the calculator, you will get 549, and it goes on like that. Goes on like that. When you actually divide 28 by 51, children, 28 by 51, when you divide 28 by 51, you get something like 0.549. It goes on, the division goes on like that. So we get 0.5, right? That's enough, 0.5. So what is 0.5? It's also 1 by 2, right? You agree? 0.5 is 1 by 2. Because
Yes,
0.5
ma'am.
means 5 by 10 and 5 by 10 means 1 by 2. Approximately. So please understand, after this, when you divide 28 by 51, you get something like 0.549. I told you, it goes on like that. So 0.5, you stop there. When you get 0.5, you just stop there and you write as equal to 0.5. And 0.5 is 1 by 2. Our target was to get 1 by 2. So 0.5 or 1 by 2, because 0.5 is nothing but 5 by 10, which is 1 by 2, which is 1 by 2. So now we got the size of RBC by size of PC is equal to 1 by 2. Finally, we got it, is equal to 1 by 2. So when you cross multiply, size of RBC is equal to half into size of PC. That's what we have to show. See, show that the size of the size of RBC. So size of RBC is means is here is half of. See here, half of means into half of plant cell in size. Plant cell. Please write down, children. Please write down.
Completed, ma'am.
Completed, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Done,
Done.
ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
All right. So practice the sum 2 times, you will understand better. All right. Yes, children. Take down the first question. Continue with your question number. Don't write 10A and all that. Continue with whatever question number you have. Take down the first question.
I completed the question.
Yeah. Yes, so you can see the answer here. So this is the question. 10 into 5 to the power n plus 1. Though the bracket is not there, it is understood that there is a bracket here like this. Plus 25 into 5 to the power n. Divided by 3 into 5 to the power n plus 2 plus 10 into 5 to the power n plus 1. So that is what is given to us. We need to simplify this. So see here, the value of, it's surprising, right? The value of this one is 3 by 5. The value of this one is 3 by 5. The value of this is 3 by 5. So let's see how to simplify this. So you first write 10 as 2 into 5. First write 10 as 2 into 5. That's the only way you can write 10 as a product of its prime factors. 10 is 2 into 5. And this 5 to the power n plus 1 as it is. Then this 25 is 5 squared. It's 5 into 5. It's 5 into 5 or 5 squared. It's 5 squared into 5 to the power n. Divided by, nothing much can be done with 3. So we write 3 as it is. And this 5 to the power n plus 2 as it is. Here again you can write 10 as 2 into 5. So write that into 5 to the power n plus 1. Are you all seeing my screen or your screen rather? Are you all listening to me, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Don't start working on your own. So that is the first step. That's the first step. We write 10 as 2 into 5, 25 as 5 squared, and this 10 as 2 into 5. That is the first step. Next, bases are same and it's multiplication. So we add the powers. So you can see here, we add the powers. Please see that. 2 as it is and we add the powers here. 1 plus the power is 1 here. So 1 plus n plus 1. And here again, base are same, it's multiplication, so we add the powers. So we have this one, 2 plus n. The denominator, this one as it is, this one as it is. And here again, base are same, it's multiplication, we add the powers. So the power is 1 here, 1 plus n plus 1, 1 plus n plus 1. So 2 into. Then simplify. So it'll be 2 into 1 plus 1 is 2. So n plus 2. Here also we have this 2 plus n. No, it's nothing but n plus 2. We have 2 plus n here. That's nothing but n plus 2. In the denominator, write this as it is. That's been coming down as it is because this cannot be simplified any further. And here again, 1 plus 1 is 2. You can see here 1 plus 1 is 2, n. So n plus 2. 2 into, when you add the powers, it's n plus 2. So we are here in this step. Now what do you see? N plus 2 is common. Sorry, 5 to the power n plus 2 is common. See, this is like the first term. This one is the first term. This is the second term connected by a plus sign. In the denominator, the first term, second term connected by a plus sign. So in the numerator, you can see 5 to the power n plus 2 common between the two terms. Bring it out. Write out the common factor, 5 to the power n plus 2. And in the bracket, what should you write? 5 to the power n plus 2 is common. So write 2. Because 5 to the power, see, like, what do you do? What do you mean by x into y plus z? X into y plus z meaning x into y, xy, plus x into z, xz. So we multiply. So the same thing here. When you take out 5 to the power n plus 2 common, 5 to the power n plus 2 into what will give you this first term? Into 2. 5 to the power n plus 2 is common. 5 to the power n plus 2 into 2 will give you this one. 2 into 5 to the power n plus 2. And 5 to the power n plus 2 into 1 will give you 5 to the power n plus 2. The same thing, right? 5 to the power n plus 2 is outside. So into 1 will give you 5 to the power n plus 2. That's about the numerator. In the denominator again, we have 5 to the power n plus 2 common. Write it out. 5 to the power n plus 2. 5 to the power n plus 2 into 3 will give you the first term. 3 into 5 to the power n plus 2 plus 5 to the power n plus 2 into 2 will give you the second term. 5 to the power n plus 2 into 2 will give you the second term. 5 to the power n plus 2 into 2 will give you the second term. So you need to write 3 plus 2. Basically, it is like this is common. We've written this outside. So write 2 plus 1. There is nothing here. So 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. And here 3 plus 2. If it's minus, so 3 minus 2. 3 plus 2 in the bracket here. So 5 to the power n plus 2, 5 to the power n plus 2 gets cancelled. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. So 3 by 5. So the value of this expression is 3 by 5. Right, children, write down. As you write, Any doubts you can ask me?
Completed, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you explain me the first and the second step?
Sorry, which one? 1 minute.
First and the second step, ma'am.
First and the second step. The first step, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So the first step is we write 10 as a product of its prime factors. We write 10 as a product of its prime factors. So it's 2 into 5. And this one, 5 to the power n plus 1 as it is. And in the second bracket, 25 is 5 into 5, which is nothing but 5 squared. So 25 is written as 5 squared and this 5 to the power n. You can see the signs. That is what is important. Into it's multiplication everywhere. 2 into 5 is 10 into 5 to the power n plus 1 in the first bracket. The connecting sign is plus. 25 is 5 squared into 5 to the power n divided by 3. 3 itself is a prime number. So it comes as 3. You cannot write it further as a product of primes. So 3 into 5 to the power n plus 2 as it is in the first bracket. The connecting sign plus 10 is 2 into 5. 10 is 2 into 5 and 5 to the power n plus 1. Okay, Swati?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next step, here you can see it's multiplication. Bases are same, 5, 5, and it's multiplication. So we add the powers. There is no power, meaning there's 1 there. So it will be 1 plus n plus 1. 5 to the power 1 plus n plus 1. 5 to the power 1 plus n plus 1.
Ma'am, for 2 also it should be 2 to the power 1, no, ma'am.
Yeah, 2 is also 2 to the power 1. Yes.
Ma'am, so it should be 1 plus 1 plus n plus 1, no, ma'am.
No, bases are not same. No, that there the base is 2.
Yes, ma'am.
There the base is 2. You cannot. Okay, I'll show. So here the base is 2. 2 to the power 1. This is 5. Base 5 power 1. Here also base 5 power n plus 1. So only this you can apply the law. Bases are same and it's multiplication. You add the power. So that 2 comes as it is.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah, so here you add the powers 1 plus n plus 1. Here 2 plus n. Bases are same, multiplication, add the powers. Here also you cannot apply the law here because here the base is 3 to the power 1. Here the base is 5 to the power n plus 2. So you cannot apply the law. And here also you can apply the law only to these two. This is 2. Here it's 5 to the power 1, base 5. 5 to the power n plus 1, base 5. So base are same, multiplication, add the powers. 1 plus n plus 1. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
That's all, only the first and second step?
Yes, ma'am, that only I had a doubt.
Okay. Yes, Nutika and Bhavishya?
I'm understood, ma'am.
Okay. So the second one is similar. Explain. Nutika, explain the second one.
Ma'am, can I explain?
Yes.
Ma'am, can I explain, ma'am?
Okay, then Ritika,
Ma'am?
you'll try the third one? You want to try the second one or third one?
I think it's fine, ma'am. Pavishya says she want to try second one. I'm fine with third one. No problem.
Okay, yeah. All right, Bhavishya, go ahead.
Ma'am, for that 16 into 2 n plus 1, ma'am, minus 4 into 2n divided by 16 into 2n plus 2 minus 2 into 2n plus 2, ma'am.
2 to the power n plus 2.
For first step, we should do that we should open the bracket and we should put 2 power 4 into 2 power n plus 1, ma'am. We should close the bracket and we should
No, you should explain why it is 2 to the power 4.
Because we should write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 4, ma'am. So 4 like 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, and 8 twos are 16, ma'am.
So 16 is 2 multiplied with itself 4 times. Why you are not writing it as 4 squared? Why you are not writing 16 as 4 squared?
Because 2 is the base, ma'am.
Yeah, because here we see base 2 here. So we want to write 16 also in base 2 because it's possible. Correct. Very good. Yes, Bhavish.
My minus open the bracket and 2 power 2, ma'am, because 2 twos are 4 left. Because of that, we should put 2 power 2 into 2 power n, ma'am. We should close the bracket and divided by 2 power 4 into 2 power n plus 2 and minus of 2 into 2 n plus 2, ma'am.
Very good. So wherever we could write the numbers as a product of primes, we did it. So 16 is 2 to the power 4 and 4 is 2 squared. And here again 16 is 2 to the power 4. This 2 as it is. Very good. Next.
On second step, these are 2 is the base, ma'am. So we should write as 2 power 4 plus n plus 1, ma'am.
What is the law?
Ma'am, the bases are same. We should add the powers, ma'am.
When the bases are same and it's multiplication, you should add the powers. See now when the bases are same, now consider this. Supposing there is 2 to the power 4 plus 2 to the power n plus 1. Here you cannot add the powers. Bases are same 2, 2. But it's addition. You cannot add the powers here. When bases are same and it's multiplication. When bases are same and it's multiplication like this. When it's multiplication, then we add the powers. If they are connected by a plus sign, there is no law. Correct, Bhavishya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Next.
2 power 4 plus n plus 1, ma'am. We should put minus symbol as it is and 2 power 2 plus n, ma'am.
Same law, right? Bases are same, it's multiplication, so we add the powers. Okay.
Divided by 2 power 4 plus n plus 2, ma'am. We should put this minus sign as it is and 2 power 1 plus n plus 2, ma'am.
How?
So,
1, from where did we get 1?
Ma'am, because they have only 2 they have given, ma'am. So that is the power of 1, ma'am.
Okay, very good.
2 power n plus 5 minus of 2 power n plus 2, ma'am.
So we are writing n first. We are writing n first. Everywhere we are writing n first, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Divided by 2 power n plus 6, ma'am. Minus of 2 power n plus 3.
Very good.
And fourth step is 2 power n plus 2. We should open.
That alone I'll tell you. No, that alone I'll tell you now. Okay. So why we take out 2 to the power n plus 2 common. So what the idea here is, no, we'd like to take the same thing common in the numerator and denominator so that you can cancel it out. We'd like to take the same thing common in the numerator and denominator so that you can cancel it out like this. So when you look at all this is n plus 5, this is n plus 2, n plus 6, n plus 3. So n plus 2 looks to be the least. N plus 2 looks to be the least. See, actually you can take anything common. You can take n plus 5, n plus 6, n plus 3. I'm just trying to explain what is here. And I'm giving a reason so that you understand. Anything can be taken out common. You will get the answer. But I'm telling you, of n plus 2, n plus, n plus 2, n plus 3, n plus 5, and n plus 6. N plus 2 looks like the simplest one, the smallest one. Take out that common in both the numerator and denominator. Take out that common in both the numerator and the denominator. Now this step is very important. So you take out 2 to the power n plus 2 common in the numerator and denominator. Now children, you need to, this one multiplied by what will give you this first term. That is what it is. When you take out something common, how do you write the terms inside the bracket? So it's like this. This one multiplied by what will give us the first term. So 2 to the power n plus 2. 1 minute. Let me write it here. 2 to the power n plus 2 multiplied by what will give you 2 to the power n plus 5. Children, it's very easy. 1 minute. Now listen carefully. I'll repeat it. You have taken out 2 to the power n plus 2 common. This one into what? We don't know what to write here. Into what will give us the first term, 2 to the power n plus 5. So 2 to the power n plus 2 multiplied by, you should write something here, should give you 2 to the power of n plus 5. So it should be 2 to the power 3, right? Only then bases are same. It's multiplication. When you add the powers, you'll get n plus 5. Please think about it. Just ask yourself, write this in the rough column. 2 to the power n plus 2 multiplied by what will give me the answer as 2 to the power n plus 5. I must get n plus 5. I have n plus 2. So that means I should multiply it with 2 to the power 3. Then only bases are same. 2. When we add the powers n plus 2 plus 3, you will get n plus 5. You can make a note of this, children, in your rough column. Put a dash like this and write down. I know you have not written the answer, but since when by mistake if I erase the the contents in the slide, then you'll lose this one.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yeah. 2 to the power n plus 2 into what? Into dash will give us 2 to the power n plus 5. So 2 into 2 to the power 3.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Similarly, done, Ritika?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now for the next one. 2 to the power n plus 2 into what will give us 2 to the power n plus 2. You can write 1 or you can write 2 to the power 0, anything. See, 2 to the power n plus 2 is common. Multiplied by what will give us 2 to the power n plus 2. Same thing you want to get. So you should write 2 to the power 0. 2 to the power 0. Or you can write 1. You know 2 to the power 0 is 1. Anything. That's why 2 to the power 0 I've written here. This into this will give us the second term. The second term. Now similarly, the new denominator, we have 2 to the power n plus 2 multiplied by what will give us this term, 2 to the power n plus 6. 2 to the power n plus 6. So it is 2 to the power 4. It's 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power n plus 2 is common. This into what will give you this term. So 2 to the power 4. Base the same multiplication. When you add the powers n plus 2 plus 4, you'll get n plus 6. So that's why we write 2 to the power 4 here. And then again 2 to the power n plus 2 into what will give you this term, n plus 3. 2 to the power n plus 2 multiplied by what will give us 2 to the power n plus 3. So it's 2 to the power 1 because 2 plus 1 is 3. Make a note of all this, children. Done, children?
Done,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
done.
1 minute, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
All right. So like this, we, work and understand what to write inside the bracket. Now, 2 to the power n plus 2 in the numerator and 2 to the power n plus 2 in the denominator gets cancelled. So 2 cubed is 8. 2 to the power 0 is 1. 2 power 4 is 16, and this is 2. So 8 minus 1 is 7. 16 minus 2 is 14. 7 by 14 is 1 by 2. So the value of this is actually 1 by 2.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you repeat the step? How it converted into 8 minus 1 by 16 minus 2?
Yeah, darling, sure. So this gets cancelled, right? In the numerator, 2 to the power n plus 2 in the numerator and denominator gets cancelled, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what is 2 cubed? 2 cubed means 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into 2.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
4 2s are 8. So 8. Then minus 2 to the power 0 is 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. 2 power 4. 2 power 4 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 16. 2 to the 4, 4 is 8, 8 to the 16.
Okay, ma'am.
And 2 to the power 1 is 2.
Okay, ma'am. Clear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And children, yes.
Can I do the next one?
Sure, yes. And children, 8 minus 1 is 7. 16 minus 2 is 14. And that simplifies or reduces to 1 by 2. Okay, please finish writing this. And then Mritika will tell us the third one. Let me know, children, once you're done writing the second answer. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Yes, Mritika?
Yes, ma'am.
Completed, ma'am.
Yeah. Mritika, tell us the third one.
Ma'am, the third question is 16 into 2 power 2n 2 to the power n minus 1 n plus 1 minus 8 minus 8 into 2 power n, ma'am, and by 16 into 2 2 to the power n plus 2 minus 4 into 2 2 to the power 2 plus 1, ma'am, and
2
and
n plus 1.
ma'am,
2 to the power n plus 1.
yes, ma'am. And then next step is, ma'am, 16 into 2 plus 1. 16 is converted as 2 power 4, ma'am, because 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 is 16, ma'am. So we are putting 2 power 4 because the base, the another is 2, the base is 2, ma'am. So we are putting as 2, and 2 power into 2 power 4 into 2n plus 1, ma'am. bracket close bracket minus a minus 8 is 2 power 3 ma'am, because 2 into 2 into 2 is 8 ma'am, and int uh, 2 power 3 into 2n ma'am, close bracket, and by 16 by 2 n plus 2 is converted as 16 is converted as 2 2 power 4 ma'am, because 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 is 16 ma'am, and it is into 2 plus 2 power to the n plus 2 ma'am, n plus 2 ma'am, close bracket, minus 2 power 2 into 2n plus 1. 4 is taken as 2 power 2 ma'am, because 2 2s are 4, and the next step is when the bases are same, we can when the bases are same, and we can add the powers if there is multiplication symbol, and we can add the powers if we can minus the powers when it is in divide symbol ma'am. So we are adding the powers ma'am. 2 power 4 into plus n plus 1 ma'am, and minus next uh, minus 2 power 3 plus 1 3 plus n ma'am, and by 2 power 4 plus n plus 2 ma'am, because we are adding it ma'am, and minus 2 power 2 plus n plus 1 ma'am, and next step is ma'am, when you put 4 plus n plus 1 is 2n plus 5, and minus 2
1 second,
is
1 second, Mritika. Mritika, 1 second.
okay ma'am.
So you said 4 plus 1 is 5, right?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, then 2 to the power.
Yes ma'am.
2 to the power n plus 5, correct?
Yes ma'am.
Yeah, next.
Next minus 2 to the power 3 plus 1 3 plus n is as minus 2 n minus 2 n plus 3 ma'am, and by uh, uh, f- uh, 2 power 4 plus n plus 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6, so it will be known as n plus 6 ma'am, minus 2 plus 1 is 3 ma'am, so 2 power 3 2 power n plus 3 ma'am,
Very good.
and next step is uh, 2 2n plus 3, and bracket when 2 2 and the bracket ma'am, 2 power 2 is uh, eh, 4 ma'am, and
No, no,
when
no. 2 power 2, 4. No, not like that. Not like that.
yes ma'am, we can,
Two,
sorry ma'am,
2
yes
power
ma'am,
4.
yes ma'am, 2 2 power n plus 3 into 2 power 2 is when it is in multiplication symbol and the bases are same, we should add the powers ma'am, so we'll get 2n 5 ma'am, and 2n plus 5 ma'am, and the
That's the
next,
first term here. So when you multiply these two, you will get this one.
yes ma'am,
Correct.
and the next is 2n plus 3 minus 2
But minus,
minus,
leave the minus. This
okay
minus
ma'am,
side comes here. This
okay
into
ma'am,
this.
and yes ma'am, into 2 power 0 ma'am, 2 power 0 is 1, so we will get the same answer as 2n plus 3 ma'am, and then by mm, uh, 2 2n plus 3 into 2 power 3 ma'am, so we should add the powers ma'am, because the bases are same. 3 plus 3 6 ma'am, so 2n plus 6 ma'am, and the next step is 2n plus 3 into 2 power 0 ma'am. 2 power 0 is 1, so 2n plus 3 is also is the answer ma'am again, and uh, and now is 2 2 power 2 is 2 2s are 4, ma'am. So
Before that,
Huh?
before that, you must say something else.
Which, ma'am?
No, you're right. So far, it was perfect.
Okay,
Now,
ma'am.
yeah. To continue, before you say 2 square is 4, you must say something else. What is before the bracket in the numerator and denominator?
Yes, ma'am. We should cancel it, ma'am.
Yeah. What
Ma'am, we should
cancels? What
Ma'am,
cancels?
2 power n plus 3 is on the numerator and denominator, ma'am. It is same in the numerator and denominator, so we can cancel it, ma'am.
Correct. Correct.
And
Yes.
And next is, ma'am, if we cancel it, we will be having 2 power 2 minus 2, 2 power 0, ma'am, by 2 power 3 minus 2 power 0, ma'am. So 2 power 2 is 2 into 2 is 4, ma'am. So we should first put 4, and 2 power 0 is 1, ma'am, and 4 minus 1 in the numerator, and 2 power 3 is 8, ma'am, because 2 into 2 into 2 is 8, and again minus 2 power 0 is 2 power 0 is 1, ma'am. So 8 minus 1 4 minus 1 is 3, and 8 minus 1 is 7, ma'am. So 3 by 7 is the total answer, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Very well explained. So the value of this one is equal to 3 by 7. Very good. Write down, Ritika. All of you write down, children.
Yes, ma'am, done.
All right. Ritika, since you were explaining, can you take a screenshot and complete it later? What
Yes,
about,
ma'am.
have you finished it?
Huh?
Bhavishya finished writing?
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Okay. No, I don't think it's fair to go ahead. Ritika, I'll wait for you. Finish it and let me know.
Ma'am, I took screenshot, ma'am.
But will you complete it after the class without forgetting?
I'll complete and send you, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes, children. We'll solve. I think it's time, but we'll solve the first and second one. CD, take this homework. We'll discuss the answers in the next class. We'll solve A and B. Yes, try, children. Try. Find the value of n. Yes, what's the value of n for the first one?
I got n equals 4, ma'am.
N is equal to 4, is it?
Yes,
The first one.
yes, ma'am.
What about the other?
Ma'am, I also got n is equal to 4.
Ma'am, shall I say how I got it?
Yes, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I expressed 9 as a product of its prime factors, ma'am, to express the, to make it common. So it will be 3 squared into 3n equals 3 to the power 6, ma'am. So when the basis...
1 minute. 9 into 3 to the power n is equal to 3 to the power 6. Yes. So
Yes,
3 squared into 3 to the power n is equal to 3 to the power 6. Correct. Next.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, and then since the bases are the same, we need to add the exponents, ma'am. So it's 2n, ma'am. 2 plus n equals 3 to the power 6, ma'am. Ma'am, so while dividing, when we transpose this, we will be dividing it, ma'am.
No, we have another rule. No, you're right. That way also you can get it. But when bases are same and it's when bases are same on either sides, we equate the powers. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
On both the sides. Bases are same on both the sides. So you can equate the powers. So 2 plus n is equal to 6. So n is equal to 6 minus 2. N is equal to 4.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, by dividing also I got 4, ma'am. Like 6 minus 2.
Yes, it's fine. You can do it this way.
Yes.
We have a rule. When bases are same on both the sides, we can equate the powers.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, second one. Still to try, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. I was doing the first one, ma'am.
Okay. We'll do the second one and wind up the session for today.
Ma'am, that is also n equals 4, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the steps.
Ma'am, it's like the bases are same, ma'am. So we add the exponents, ma'am. So 2n plus 3, ma'am. So 5 raised to the power 5n, ma'am. 5 plus n, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, so we equate the powers, ma'am. So n equals 9 minus 5, so n equals 4.
How I'm getting a different answer? Okay, please figure out.
Ma'am, I'm getting the answer is n is equal to 3, ma'am.
Yeah. Understand, children? The rule we are using is when bases are same on both the sides, we can equate the powers. So on equating the powers and solving, we find the value of n. So n is equal to 3.
Ma'am, I mistakenly added 3 and 2, ma'am. So I got 5.
Oh, okay. All right, children, try C and D. We'll check your answers on Monday. I'll be sharing, I don't know, I've not still planned, but you will get some assignment for the weekend. Maybe you will get some videos further on squares and square roots, or I might post an assignment on exponents. Now you have a good idea about exponents. Actually, now you can answer any question from NCERT. If your school is using NCERT textbook, you can answer any question from NCERT. We've covered exponents in full. We have learned all the concepts and exponents in your syllabus. Yes, children. So I might share videos on squares and square roots, or I might share an assignment on exponents. So check WhatsApp for that. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Good night.
Thanks, ma'am.